You're exhausted, and part of you doesn't even fully understand why. You keep showing up, you keep holding everything together, and you keep being what everyone else needs you to be. And sometimes along the way, you disappear from yourself. Have you become a professional at being what everyone else needs you to be? The strong one, the reliable one, the one that holds it all together. Maybe you've even been called too sensitive, but your sensitivity was never the problem. It's a gift. Now, somewhere along the line, that gift got wrapped in protection. I call that heart armor. I'm Lydia, and for over 25 years, I've helped women move through the psychological, emotional, and spiritual layers that disconnect them from themselves. Today, we begin taking that armor off. I know this because I've lived it. For years, I was called the rebellious people pleaser, strong on the outside and deeply sensitive underneath. And there's something deeper I want to name here. One of the hardest and biggest heartbreaks for me was letting people down. That feeling just didn't create discomfort, it created grief and a deep internal collapse, like something inside of me had done something wrong. And from that place, perfectionism was born. Because if I could just get it right, if I could just be better, if I could just not disappoint anybody, maybe I could avoid the feeling. Maybe I could stay loved. So I carried everyone. I carried family. I carried relationships. I carried guilt. I carried everyone else's emotional world as if it was my responsibility. And when I needed space, when I needed air, when I needed to choose myself, the guilt would instantly arise. And then there were moments when I felt so overwhelmed and exhausted. What I used to do was isolate myself. I'd retreat back, hide away, and disconnect. It was like I couldn't handle the thoughts of facing the world. And so I pulled away. I lost myself more, and I ended up feeling even more alone. Maybe you know this truth. Now, the moment you set a boundary and then something inside whispers, am I selfish? And that moment you stop fixing and another voice says, I'm letting them down. Well, here's what I want you to really hear. That guilt is not random. For many sensitive women, guilt is tied to love. And disappointment feels like loss of love. So the system learns, don't disappoint, don't upset, don't fail them, be perfect, or risk disconnection. This is not a personality flaw. This is a survival pattern in the nervous system. But here is the truth that changes everything. Caring others is not always love. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's conditioning, and sometimes it's an identity. And here's the deeper truth. When you carry somebody else, you can unintentionally take away their power and their opportunity to rise, their responsibility, their growth, and their empowerment. Real love does not rescue. Real love holds space. Real love trusts. This is what I call the portal of sovereignty. The moment you realize your energy is sacred, the moment you stop abandoning yourself, the moment you stop making yourself responsible for everybody else's emotional world, And when that shift happens, something inside of you starts to begin to soften. The chest releases, the body lightens, and the nervous system stops scanning for danger. You stop being the fixer, and you become the presence. So take a breath with me. Close your eyes if it feels safe. Imagine the armor around your heart, that protective shell you've carried far too long. The layer that has kept you safe and has held everything together for so long. Perhaps it looks like steel, maybe a gold plate. Maybe it feels ancient, shaped by years of survival. Now breathe in. And as you exhale, let it soften, not shatter, not break, but soften. Allow the light to gently move through the places that once held you so safe, but also kept you closed. Let the warm light move through you and feel this from your heart. You no longer need to brace yourself against the world. You don't need to carry everyone. And let this truth land. Love was never something you had to earn through exhaustion, sacrifice, or becoming everything to everyone else. You are already enough as you are. There is nothing you need to become to be worthy of love. And love was something you did not have to earn. Let that truth settle into your body. Now, as you return to your own embodied power, trust begins to rise. Honor your boundaries. Protect your peace. You can trust yourself. You can believe in yourself. For you are the protector of your heart. You are safe within yourself. Let this land. You are enough. You are worthy. And you are safe to be fully yourself. This is a return to yourself, a return to your heart, and a return to your truth. We are building a space here for sensitive, visionary women who are ready to lead from love instead of defense. We will explore healing, intuition, embodied empowerment, and what it means to live without constantly carrying what is not yours. If this spoke to you, comment later below and tell me what you are ready to stop carrying. And if this space feels like home, subscribe and stay with me. Love is the way back to self. Let it breathe. And I'll see you in the next video.